You're welcome to English class today. The topic for discussion today is tense and time. Introduction. You were introduced to the various English tenses in books 1 and 2 of the junior series and thoroughly drilled in them in book 1 of the senior series, that is in SS1. In this unit, you will learn to distinguish between tense and time. Tense and time. You should not mistake tense for time because they are two different things as mentioned earlier. Time is a universal concept independent of language. So when we say something is universal, that means it is known and used worldwide. And when we say something is independent, that means it's not relying on something. So looking at this, we say time is a universal concept independent of language. So time is usually divided into past, present, and future. And I believe these terms are not new to you. Tense, on the other hand, is a verb form used to indicate the time when an action or event takes place. So in another way, we can say tense is used to relate the event or happening described by the verb to a time scale in the past or present. When we talk of tense, we mean the changes in the form of the verb to indicate time. So basically, English has two tenses, the present tense and past tense. As their names imply, the present tense usually refers to present time and past tense to past time. So for example, if I say they watch television every day, that's watch without ed is present. And if I say they watched television yesterday, that means it is a past action. So tense also show whether an action or event is complete or is still in progress. So the various forms of time. This is where we're going to base our discussion today. Remember, in my explanation, I say that time has three forms, that is the present, past, and the future time. And today we're going to examine how various forms of time are expressed in tense patterns. To be specific, I'm going to take the present time for today's discussion, and the other ones we are going to discuss them in the next lesson. So when we talk of the present time, we have immediate present, timeless present, and present time indicated by simple past. So we are going to discuss all these one after another in the next slide. The real or immediate present is usually indicated by the following. So looking at, remember, I'm considering one thing, that is present time. So talking about present time, the real or immediate present is usually indicated by the following. I have one, the present continuous tense. So when we talk of present continuous tense, that means an ongoing action, an action that is still in progress. For instance, he is washing his clothes in the stream, and the underlying word is washing is a continuous tense. And the students are making a lot of noise. So making with ing is a form of verb showing that the action is still in progress. Secondly, the simple present tense as in football commentaries and declarations. Remember, we're still talking about the immediate present time. And when we talk of football commentaries, we refer to events that is happening under the narrator's nose. For instance, Kanu passes the ball to Finidi and Finidi passes it to Olisa. So looking at this, the underlying words are simple present tense. I now declare this occasion open. So this is a declarative sentence, and the underlying words now declare. It is a simple present tense. Timeless present is another form of present time. And when we say something is timeless, that means there is no specification in time or no limitation in the time. So this has to do with eternal truth and habitual actions that are true in the present, past, and in the future. It is indicated by the simple present tense. For instance, the river Niger empties itself into the Atlantic. Tayo enjoys video films a lot. So when you look at the underlying words, there is no time specification. That's why we call it timeless present. The simple past tense is another form of the present time. So present time may be indicated by the simple past tense. For instance, I wish I were you. Joy tells me that you have been abroad. If I called him now, he would come. So when you look at the underlying words, you will discover that they are present time indicated by the simple past tense. In conclusion, you've learned today that tense and time mean different things altogether. And talking about tense and time, we said tense is used to relate the event or happenings described by the verb to a time scale in the past or present. And in another way, when we talk of tense, it means the changes in the form of the verb to indicate time. So you can see that the two work together, but they are two different things altogether. So based on what you have learned today, we say that tense has two forms, that is present and past. And then time has three forms, that is present, past, and future time. So today we base our lesson on present time. And under present time, we have the immediate present, the timeless present, and present time indicated by simple past tense. So this is what you've learned today. So by God's grace, in our next lesson, we are going to talk about past time and subsequently present future time. So have a blissful day.